What did you say? Hearing loss help is as near as your selected hearing center. Robin Edson explains some of the reasons why some people won't be tested. Why do you think many people are reluctant to be tested?
You know, for a lot of patients, it's the fear of feeling older, not working like we used to. A lot of people have fear about hearing negative comments on hearing aids and what they do. And today's technology has evolved so much that people don't need to be scared anymore. Or sometimes they hear their neighbors may say something negative about a hearing aid. And when they come in, they learn that hearing aids aren't what they used to be. They're not as scary as they were, and they actually make us feel younger, make us feel more energized.
Oh, younger. We like younger.
It's the fountain of youth when you come in here.
Ken, what made you decide to finally take care of your hearing loss?
You.
What? Oh, yes, you are my husband. Go ahead.
Anyway, it did open up a whole new world for me. And with these particular in-ear hearing devices, I can check on them all the time. I can turn them off, turn them on, so I can compare. Hear, not hear. And I leave them on all the time, even when I'm sleeping, because it makes a difference. I can get involved in conversations now. That's the main thing.
Did you turn your sock? Can you see these? Robin, what about losing brain power when the loss continues?
You know, it's a really amazing thing that's happening with our ears and our brain. As I explain to patients all the time how we hear with our brain. Our ears pick up sound, but it's our brain that decodes the sound that our ears are feeding it. So if our ears don't work right, our brain can't work right. And medical journals now out of Johns Hopkins University have linked hearing loss to dementia, to the cognitive decline as we get older. The brain can't function right if we're not feeding it properly. So I counsel patients all the time how important it is to stimulate the nerves inside our cochlea to fire impulse signals to our brain so we can feed our brain with the proper information to decode what we hear. And when we look here, the way we hear and the way we understand speech, first, the signal of sound travels through our ear canal, through the bones in the middle ear, into the cochlea, and up the auditory nerve to the brain. It's where the brain then processes and decodes the information that the ears are feeding it.
What are the differences in the hearing aids today?
You know, it's amazing. Today's hearing aids are not what they used to be. People think of hearing aids as these big, bulky things that everybody sees, big horns coming out of our ears. But today's technology is so tiny, so discreet, so invisible that no one will even know you're wearing a hearing aid. And the person who wears it feels like their own ears are working. It's pretty incredible. We are able to help more and more people, even younger nowadays, coming in here because hearing aids are so discreet and they are so comfortable when we wear them and so automatic in the way that we hear. We can walk into a casino and a hearing aid can automatically detect the noise that's around us and suppress that noise, making it more comfortable and easy to communicate with our friend or our spouse or the waiters that may be taking our order while at the casino. It's amazing.
How can communication improve hearing again?
It allows us to hear more comfortably and more confidently what somebody says. When our ears don't work, we often misinterpret information that we get. For example, feet, peat, and seat. Those three words sound alike, and your brain will say, okay, we're talking about shoes, so she must have said feet. But by the time you figure that out, the conversation's left you, and you're trying to keep up, and you're trying to fill in the gaps for what you're missing, and the world doesn't wait for you to figure it out. So people start to really withdraw. They avoid going places. They avoid talking to people. Some people can get very insecure about their hearing loss because they're feeling like maybe someone's laughing at them because they're misinterpreting what's being said. But when we wear a hearing aid and we feed the brain and we give the brain more information to decode, we can feel more confident and more comfortable and more energized to take part in the world that's happening around us.
Cindy Joseph, Sun City Anthem TV, Anthem Alive.